You've got the land, you got the animals, the garden's in, and everything is finally working. But here's the part folks don't talk about. In my experience, most homesteads will fail in years 2 through 5, not the first year. Why is that? Because once the excitement wears off in year 1, you're left with, well, reality. A homestead doesn't get easier on its own. You have to build the systems that make each year better and better. Today, I'm going to show you how exactly we've done it here at Possum Ridge Farms and how you can build a homestead that runs better every single year. Once your foundation's in place, your next job is understanding your seasonal flow. Every successful homestead naturally develops a rhythm. Spring. Well, spring is your setup season. This is where everything resets. This is where you get a good start on the year. You start your plants, you repair anything that got screwed up in the winter that you couldn't do in cold weather. You prepare your beds. You install irrigation as necessary. You add or raise new livestock and probably birth a whole bunch. Spring is controlled chaos, but it resets everything up for the rest of the year. Summer. Summer exposes where you've got problems. The heat, humidity, the pests, the floods, the tornadoes, everything that comes through, they show you exactly what's not really working. Last summer, one of our biggest issues was shade. The year before that, well, was watering. Fixing one weakness a year makes everything smoother in the long term. Fall, well, that's harvest and prep season. This is a season where you can bank all your successes. You preserve your food, you seed your cover crops, you fortify shelters, you store tools and equipment, and you put your winter garden in. Fall is your transition to stability. Winter, that's where you do your planning. And here's the secret. Winter is where better homesteads are built. This is when you review your wins and identify your failures. And yeah, you're gonna have some. Plan upgrades, take inventory, build or repair any infrastructure that needs work. That includes equipment like tractors. The biggest thing is decide what you're not going to do again. Look, this year I put the sweet potatoes in with a whole bunch of pumpkins. Well, I thought it was a good idea at the time, but they grew together. Well, it made it almost impossible to weed. We won't be doing that again next year. A homestead improves in January long before it improves in July. It's the fall garden behind me. Healthy soil reduces your work. It increases your yield. It makes your land a lot more resilient. Here's what we do every year. We add compost in the winter, anywhere we can get it. We mulch everything. We rotate crops. We add cover crops where we can. We run a soil test, and lime is necessary. We use livestock manure wisely. We build organic matter instead of buying soil fertility. One of the biggest changes we've seen here is weed pressure. Our weeds in the majority of our gardens are half, 50% of what they used to be because the soil keeps improving. Good soil saves you a lot of time. Upgrade your gardening without expanding it. Most folks don't need more space, they just need better systems. Here are the garden upgrades that changed everything for us. We added irrigation, whether it be drip irrigation or overhead. It makes a huge difference when you're having a drought. And here in the Mid-South, we're going to have a drought. You just don't know when it's going to be. It's usually July, August, but who knows? But there's no more dragging hoses around here once you set that up. You mulch everywhere and everything. It cuts weeds and protects your soil. You have strong seedlings. Always start with the best seed stock you can. We start everything in trays in our germination chamber. Better starts equal better food. And we plant in waves. This one kind of surprised me. We cut our workload almost in half because everything doesn't ripen at once. Look, you can make and grow tons of food, but if you can't process it and save it, well, you might as well feed it out from the start. Another thing, always grow what you eat. We generally are heavy in potatoes, onions, tomatoes, squash, lettuce, that kind of simple stuff, but it fills the pantry. Look, better systems are a whole lot better than having huge gardens that, well, you can't handle. Your critters just shouldn't be chores. They should help the land itself. Our rabbits, the manure alone is worth it. There's no aging needed. You can go straight to the garden. You can put it in the middle of the summer right down wherever you need it. It's great fertilizer. The chickens, they're a pretty good cleanup crew. They scratch bugs, they turn compost, and they fertilize the beds. We've used our goats to clear brush and improve the pasture edges naturally. They currently keep the bottom edge of the electric fence clean and keeps it functioning better. The cows, well, the cows build the soil. Their manure cycle alone can change a pasture over time. If you use good genetics, the animals can pay you back. A single well-bred goat or calf can cover a lot of feed costs. Your livestock should make your homestead better each year, not just, well, busier. Look, here's something that matters more than a lot of people realize. Your layout determines your workload. Here's what made the biggest difference for us. Our animals are as close as we can have them. The garden is next, and the pastures are way out there. The garden sits on one side of the house. We currently have 3 sizable beds. And on the other side of the house, we got the barn. This wasn't an accident. It's the highest traffic path that we had on the property. It makes things go so much quicker. You can do multiple things with a single trip. We've got water everywhere, spigots, hose, tanks. I don't haul anything. We've got tools stored where they need to be and where they're used. Garden tools are usually kept by the garden. Fencing tools are where the fence lines are, and feed is stored at the barn. Look, don't build your structures until you completely understand this concept. You could conceivably put your barn in the wrong place and have to walk 10 times farther than what you need to. It takes a lot of time. Look, every day here on the farm, every single day, I walk 5 to 7 miles. Not because I want to, that's just because what it takes. So I suggest never pour concrete until you understand the flow. A good layout saves you hours and hours and hours a week. One of the biggest improvements that we made here was switching from a short-term thought pattern, say year to year, to a 3-year cycle. What I mean by that, in our first year, we build, we learn, we find the weaknesses, we figure out how everything works, we make sure everything flows. The second year, we strengthen what works. We improve the water systems, we improve fencing, we improve storage, we fix any bottlenecks that we have. In our third year, we expand and diversify. We add fruit trees, add new pasture, add new fencing, add buildings, and start adding income to the farm. And then after that, we just repeat it. This keeps the homestead growing without being overwhelmed. Here's one I get asked about all the time. How do you pay your way through this? Well, I got a pretty easy answer for you. Your homestead doesn't need a fancy business plan, and you don't need to have gone to Harvard to figure this out. It all starts with extras. Extra eggs, extra seedlings, extra produce, and listen, if you've got a garden of any size, you're going to have produce. How about extra compost, extra firewood? How about livestock with good genetics? Here's a simple example. One well-bred goat kid or calf can cover the entire feed bill for an entire season. You don't chase the income, you let it grow naturally out of your systems. Look, a homestead isn't built just one time. It's built season after season, year after year, and system by system. If you take the long view and improve just one thing every season, your homestead won't just work, it'll run better every single year. Hit the subscribe so you don't miss the next video in this series. And from all of us here at Possum Ridge Farms, until next time, I'll see you down at the barn.